is introducing a clip about Nick Fuentes, and we should tell you that Nick Fuentes was part of a group called the Groypers. I don't know if they're an official group, but that was their sort of like moniker. And the Groypers have been going after Charlie Kirk for almost 5 or 10 years. I can't remember how long it was. But there were clips of Charlie Kirk, probably 10, actually, now that I think about it, or certainly during the first Trump administration. They would come specifically, they had a problem with Charlie Kirk, I think, TPUSA being not homophobic. And I think there were, I think I remember like some Groypers interrupting a TPUSA thing when Charlie Kirk was on stage with a gay Republican. And now I don't know if Charlie Kirk has sort of like renounced some of that because now that he's found God, and I don't mean he's just figured out how he's going to make more money. I mean, well, yes, I mean both. But nevertheless, here is Jimmy Dore playing a Nick Fuentes clip because it attacks Charlie Kirk. I have no problem attacking Charlie Kirk, but there are other people who do that. And pretending that Nick Fuentes' entire career has not been built upon racism and anti-Semitism. I mean, the guy is an anti-Semite and a racist.
Openly.
Proudly. Like it's his, it's his value proposition.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Sam. You're distracting us with all these social issues.
He was just debating Candace Owens about how it's not just a culture problem with black people; it's their actual genetics.
And here he is, like look at what he just dismisses. I mean, this is just again. I know Jimmy Dore is not relevant to this audience, but it is sort of interesting to watch the full turn completed.
Nick Fuentes, boy, he's really stirring it up. He's been accused of being a CIA plant to divide to prop up neocons and take down people who are fighting the neocons. So Nick Fuentes is a firebrand. He's a young, I think he's 25 years old. He's been accused of a lot of things. He's been accused of being anti-Semitic. Who hasn't? He's been accused of being racist.
Can you fucking believe that?
Also, a lot of people in that boat.
Pause it for a second and just go back. He hasn't been accused. He's literally announced it.
Proclaimed.
Yeah, like he wears it as a badge of honor. I mean, there's just no way that Dore doesn't know what he's doing here, that this isn't on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm just like Hitler, he said in 2022 during a live stream.
Denied the Holocaust and called for a holy war against Jews.
He's been accused by himself of these things.
But who hasn't shared?
But who hasn't? Whatever. This is good for us.
So Nick Fuentes is a firebrand. He's a young, I think he's 25 years old. He's been accused of a lot of things. He's been accused of being anti-Semitic. Who hasn't? He's been accused of being racist. Also, a lot of people in that boat. A little more evidence back it up on his side, though. But he really has a hard time. He doesn't like race mixing, but none of that has anything to do with this. He's now coming after Charlie.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Who hasn't been accused of? Hey, he doesn't like race mixing. Whatever. I just throw that away.
This is me talking to my high school girlfriend when she's gonna meet my grandfather.
But you're like not like dismissing it. Like, oh
No.
I don't want you to get the idea that he's racist. He just doesn't like the race mixing.
Yeah, don't get distracted by the white hood.
Right.
He didn't have his chicken though.
But haven't we all been accused? He is mad because he's too much of a drunk, lazy idiot to have gotten on board with what, like, actually Anna is doing now, right? Where it's basically like anti-Zionist or anti-Israel rhetoric, but it's always like about them infiltrating the U.S. It's not an anti-colonial or an anti-capitalist perspective or like anti-imperialism even more broadly, maybe to a degree, but it focuses on it being like a secret cabal of Jews that are controlling our foreign policy, or AIPAC being a foreign lobby. It's always a secondary thing and acting like Israel is leading the United States as opposed to a creation of like Western imperialism and our foreign policy. And he missed the boat on getting in bed with the Tuckers and the Candace Owenses. So now he's got to go to Nick Fuentes, who's to the right of those guys on that. He thinks that Steve Bannon is a faker because Bannon thinks that there should be black people in Trump's coalition. But tomato, some differences. We're all on the same side here, I guess.
And I wonder that sort of creepy laugh that his wife is doing when we've all been accused of being racist.
Right.
Oh, right. That was when we were out there protesting against the black people moving in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Is that the end of it?
In that boat.
Oh.
A little more evidence to back it up on his side, though. But he really has a hard time. He doesn't like race mixing, but none of that's evidence.
He has a hard time with race mixing.
He doesn't like race mixing, but there's nothing to do with any of this.
That's funny that he even feels compelled to divulge that.
The thumbnail that is showing up here of Nick Fuentes, the Twitter name there is Frederick Zoller, who's one of the Nazis in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh my God!
It's just right there on the screen.
Who hasn't named himself after a Nazi in
Okay, whatever. All right, so that's not the point, though.
Do with this. He's now coming after Charlie Kirk. You know Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA. He's a major influencer on the right. He could get an audience with the president and stuff like that.
You know who else had an audience with the president? Nick Fuentes.
Yep, and Kanye, they went down to dinner there, and Kanye was saying "I love Hitler" and over again on the the Alex Jones live stream that Fuentes brought him to.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who hasn't?
Who hasn't been there? I mean, I just did, quoting Fuentes.
Grandpa saying he's now going after Charlie Kirk. This is one of his main projects, is trying to get the right wingers from Charlie Kirk.
Right, and there are some really thirsty morons who are giving this attention where, I guess Fuentes is exploding in popularity on the right. That's a pretty big problem. But perhaps we shouldn't launder his reputation just because he's critical of Israel, you idiots. It actually
what Jimmy's trying to
deeply
do,
hurts the movement.
Jimmy is trying to gain views off of that.
Yeah.
He knows that he has...
This is a rumble play.
Yeah, exactly. This is for the teenage Nazi audience. Jimmy wants that easy money.
Well,